Hello everyone, I am Shraddha Lal. I am assistant professor in engineering college and you all are welcome to my channel Knowledge Center. Today I will explain the circulatory system of the Columba livia. Columba livia is a scientific name of the pigeon. First we talk about the classification of the Columba livia. It's belong to phylum Chordates, subphylum Vertebrate because it's have vertebral column. Superclass is a tetrapods. A class is a apes because it is birds. Order is a Columbiformis and species is Columba livia. Circulatory system is also known as the cardiovascular system, and in this system we have to study about the heart, then arterial system, then venous system, and then blood. So this is all about the synopsis I have written. So first we talk about the heart. When we talk about the external structure of the heart is a large size and red in color, and it's placed in a dot mid-ventrally in the thorax, and it is enclosed in a pericardium. It have a pericardial cavity which is filled with the pericardial fluid, and it fluid with protect from the shock and injury. So when we talk about the internal structure of the heart have a four chamber, means in the pigeon it is a four chambered heart like mammals. Okay, so this is four chamber. First is right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle, and left ventricle. Here listen to me, I just color this artery is a blue color and this is red color. Blue color denote the deoxygenated blood and red color denote the oxygenated blood, so you can better understand the flow of the blood in the heart. So first the right auricle and left auricle. Right auricle is basically larger than the left auricle because it collect all the deoxygenated blood from the body, and they both are separated from the interauricular septum. So in the when we talk about the right auricle, the three large vein open in the right auricle. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. This is called right precaval vein, this is left precaval vein, and this is postcaval vein. These all collect deoxygenated blood from the anterior part of the body, and this postcaval collect all the deoxygenated blood from the posterior part of the body. Okay, so these three veins collect all the deoxygenated blood and put in the right auricle. So this right auricle open in the right ventricle through the auriculoventricular aperture. This is the aperture, and in this aperture three flap like structure which is compared with the bicuspid of the mammals. So now all the deoxygenated blood transfer to the right ventricle. So this right ventricle arise a pulmonary aorta which is linked with the lungs, so that it transfer all the deoxygenated blood to the lungs. Then lungs purify the blood, and now all the purified blood comes in the left auricle through the pulmonary vein. This is a four type of vein, and these are when these united then they form the pulmonary vein. So this collect all the oxygenated blood from the lungs and put into the left auricle. So now the left auricle open in the left ventricle with the same as auriculoventricular aperture, and now all the oxygenated blood collect in the left ventricle, and in the left ventricle arise a dorsal aorta. This is dorsal aorta, and this is circulate all the oxygenated blood in the all the body parts. So this is the pulmonary aorta, and this is pulmonary vein actually, and it is divided into two parts, two innominate artery and one systemic aorta. This systemic aorta further make dorsal aorta, and this innominate artery going to the anterior part to circulate the or the oxygenated blood to the body, and this dorsal aorta circulate or the oxygenated blood to the posterior part of the body. So this is all about the structure of the heart. Now we talk about the functioning of the heart. The heart is a pumping machine which is pump the blood in the arteries. And in the pigeon it's have two type of circulation in the heart: pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. Pulmonary circulation, when we talk about the right auricle pump venous blood, means deoxygenated blood into the lungs, and through the pulmonary aorta oxygenated blood from the lungs is returned into the left auricle through the four pulmonary veins. And when we talk about systemic circulation, so the left ventricle, this is the left ventricle, send blood into the right aorta. This is the right aorta, aortic arch, systemic aorta, or it is called a dorsal aorta. And small arteries to the venous, to the various organs and tissue of the body, where they break into capillaries, and these capillaries unite to form veins, which convert into three veins, which is return blood into the right auricle. This is the vein. Okay, so this is all about the functioning of the heart. Now we talk about arterial system. So this is the arterial system and this is the venous system of the pigeon or Columba livia. When we talk about the arterial system, the heart pumps its deoxygenated blood to pulmonary aorta and oxygenated blood to systemic arch. Collectively both are called arterial system. So first we talk about the systemic aorta. So this is the heart. Okay, so this is the basically dorsal aorta. Okay, this one, the aortic arch arises from left ventricle. It is divided into three parts. Yeah, this one, three parts means first one is a systemic artery. This is the systemic artery, and second one is this is systemic artery. This is from dorsal aorta, and this is supply all the oxygenated blood to the posterior part of the body. And two innominate artery. This is two innominate artery. Okay, so the innominate artery further divided into two parts. These two parts. First is the common carotid and subclavian. Okay, this is a subclavian, this is common carotid. So common carotid further divided into two parts: internal carotid and external carotid. Internal carotid supply the oxygenated blood to the internal part of the heart, and external carotid supply the blood to the external part of the heart. And there are two also veins. Esophageal supply the blood to the esophagus, and this is vertebral. This is supply the blood to the vertebral column. And then we go down. This is the subclavian artery. This is a pair of subclavian artery. So it is divided into further two parts. This is two parts. This is brachial. Here two parts and here two parts. First is the brachial artery and second is the pectoral artery. Brachial artery supply the blood to the wings, and pectoral artery supply the blood to the mammary artery to thoracic wall. Then we talk about the systemic artery. This is the systemic artery. The systemic artery, it's also called dorsal aorta, so don't be confused in the name. It goes to the lower side of the body, and it divided into celiac artery, and which is a single, and strong artery goes to the duodenum, liver, spleen, gizzard, all the digestive organs. Okay, then next to go down, so we just learn about anterior mesenteric artery. This goes to the small intestine. Now this is which the yellow color I denote kidney. One pair of two kidneys are there, and one kidney have three lobes: first lobe, second lobe, and third lobe. So kidney has three lobes, so the two anterior renal arteries goes to the first lobe of the kidney. These are okay, and one pair of arteries comes second and third lobe of the kidney, called sciatic arteries. It is divided into two parts: sciatic lower part, sciatic upper part. means upper sciatic artery and lower sciatic artery, and these both supply the oxygenated blood to the legs and thighs. Now it goes to the iliac artery. This is the iliac artery. This is the internal iliac artery. This is okay. So this is supply the blood to the pelvic muscles. Now an unpaired posterior mesenteric artery goes to the large. This is a posterior mesenteric artery. This goes to the large intestine, and at last dorsal aorta goes to the caudal artery. This is the caudal artery which goes to the tail. This is all about the dorsal aorta. And when we talk about the pulmonary aorta, from the right ventricle arteries arises pulmonary aorta, and it supply the deoxygenated blood to the lungs and bifurcate into the pulmonary arteries. So this is all about the circulation of oxygenated blood in the pigeon. That's why it is called arterial system. This is the venous system. This is all the circulation of the deoxygenated blood from the body. So in the venous system, the deoxygenated blood from the entire body is collected in right auricle. This is the right auricle, okay, of the heart, by the three large veins, as I told you, right precaval, left precaval, and post precaval. So in this part there is a first is a we have to learn about the cable vein. Cable vein, first is a precaval vein and second is a postcaval vein. So precaval vein, it is each side divided into three parts. This is a precaval, 1 2 3 parts is divided into three parts, okay. And this is postcaval, which goes to the down, means posterior part of the body. So the precaval divided into three parts. First is a left and right jugular vein. This is a right jugular vein, this is the left jugular vein. These both are goes to the head portion, and these are at last these are joint. They joint and form a transverse anastomosis, okay. Why they are joint? Because it prevent the blocking of flow of blood from the head when one vein is blocked by twisting the head, okay. And one another vein connect to the this is vertebral column. This is called a vertebral vein, and this is the first vein, means precaval divided into three parts. So first is a jugular, these divided into two parts, and next one is a branchial. It collect the deoxygenated blood from the wings, as in the arterial system, branchial and pectoral, as the same in the venous system, branchial and pectoral. They both are collect the oxygenated blood and they both are supply the oxygenated blood. So this is all about the precaval vein. Now we turn to the postcaval vein. So all the veins, all the vein they fuse and become a postcaval vein. Vein means postcaval vein. It is formed by the fusion of all vein from the posterior part of the body. So we start from the caudal vein. It is divided into two parts. These are two parts: renal portal vein and one posterior mesenteric vein. These are the renal portal vein. This is the post mesenteric vein, okay. So from the renal portal vein, it collect the posterior vein called two iliac vein. It comes from the rectum and cloaca to collect the deoxygenated blood. This is the kidney, three-lobed kidney. So from the second and third lobe of the kidney, one sciatic vein goes through the thighs. This is a sciatic vein goes through the thigh and collect all the deoxygenated blood and put into the renal portal vein. And in the first and second lobe of the kidney, one more vein enter in the renal portal vein from both sides are called femoral vein. it goes to the external muscles of the thigh, means it collect the deoxygenated blood from the external muscles of the thighs. It going sciatic vein is going to the internal part of the thighs, and femoral vein go to the external muscles of the thighs. This is the basic difference of the sciatic vein and femoral vein. So this is the renal portal system. Vein, they both and all efferent vein attached to the femoral vein and create a common iliac vein, which is with vein, both common iliac vein attached together to these are these are form a postcaval vein. Then second one, we talk about the hepatic portal system. This is the hepatic portal system. Posterior mesenteric vein collect all the hepatic portal vein, all the digestive system. From the all the digestive system collect the deoxygenated blood, like duodenum, girdle, intestine, liver have deoxygenated blood collected through the hepatic portal system. All the deoxygenated blood of the digestive organ collect into hepatic portal system and go through the liver, and it connect to the postcaval. This is the postcaval, and it connect to the postcaval vein, and this going to the right auricle and put all the deoxygenated blood to the right auricle. And when we talk about the pulmonary vein, so from the lungs, two pulmonary veins return oxygenated blood into left auricle. This is a left auricle. Both pulmonary vein, before opening into auricle, unite together and open into left auricle. So left auricle then circulate all the oxygenated blood to the body parts. Now last one is a blood. So when we talk about the blood, birds is a rich of RBCs. They are oval, means RBCs are oval and nucleated. They are carry large amount of hemoglobin that gives suddenly oxygen in the high oxygen tension. And the second one is a WBC. So the WBC are more numerous than the mammals, and platelets are not found in the pigeon. So this is all about the structure of the circulatory system of colon Bolivia. If you like my video, so please subscribe it and share with your friends, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching.